All right.
You are playing.
Jesus Christ Almighty, we have a big resolution. Oh.
We have to do a resolution for this. I think we
Yeah,
just
that's-
did part of it.
Yeah.
right
We
there.
did part of it already.
That's the rest of it.
We have to figure
yeah,
out
we're at resolution.
how the war goes. So that's what we're figuring out now. Like,
Well,
it's
I
bad.
think the Animorphs are pretty fucked no matter who wins.
Well, I got one right off the bat. So when they find that dragon tier, the Nil Giants, they fuck with it and they inadvertently awaken that wonder that the Scar Elves found. So Yule is awakened,
Yule's awakened
inside of the petrified forest.
Treants are back, baby.
Well, the baddest treant of all.
Yeah.
The Uber Trent.
Well, he was
who seemed so kind at first.
He was until mushrooms took over his form and being and turned him to destroying the world. Yeah. That's what made him evil, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why he had a bad day. He spent too much time down below. You just the plants need sunlight or shit goes real bad. So that's a thing. What does Yule do when she's awakened?
I mean, I think we either I don't know. I mean,
looks around.
Does he become an avatar? Does he become a world?
Oh, he's
event?
always he's automatically an avatar again.
Well, then he gets he
Yule's
becomes
too
an avatar.
powerful. He's an avatar.
If
but
he gets
what
an
does Yule
avatar
do when-
around this round, he's going to awaken all the other petrified Trents. Of course.
Well,
Why
fucking
wouldn't he
let's
not?
go with it. That's what he does.
The Trents awaken.
Yep.
Man,
Question is, are the Nil Giants fucked now because they're in the middle of a giant forest of giant petrified trees, which are all old as shit and powerful?
Oh, and
All of
also super life
Well-
energy.
Yep.
Hold on.
is that's
Could they
whatnot?
possibly fix the Nil Giants?
I don't know, man. It's a giant event, right? Because this whole thing is full of trees. It's become like this giant thing of positive energy now. I mean, it might fix at least that army that's there because they split their army.
Oh yeah.
One came here. Maybe they just straight up turn them good. Oh, they become good little
Or just into
giants.
regular giants. Yeah,
Regular
just regular
giants. Or our version of the anti-death giant, life giants.
Life giants.
Yeah, no.
What
I like it. No, I'm typing.
I'm trying to
The-
think.
Positive energy overload from the Trents.
Yeah, no. I'm just thinking about like if I were making a life giant, what that would be.
You know, honestly, like
They
I'm
kind of be the
thinking-
reverse of the death giant. They'd radiate positive energy.
Yeah, positive energy,
Big
and I'm thinking
things.
almost druidic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
More, dude. More like a solar almost, I would think. Because their
Yeah.
death giants are very powerful. In D&D they are anyway.
yeah,
So
they're nasty.
it would be something that just radiates positive energy, heals things all around it constantly.
Yeah, like if it's sitting in the meadow's like got flowers.
Yeah, like everything would come alive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that reinforce the Trents even more? Like, so do they start to lose that evil potency they had from the mushrooms? Is it like build upon itself? Does that make sense? Like
It's like almost like a
and then-
cascading effect.
Yeah, and then they change the Trents. And the Scar
No,
Elves would
it-
have to benefit from this whole thing, right? Like they were already positive energy reinforced too, so now they're just infused with all this goodness.
I mean, honestly, it may awaken some of them back into Lachey's.
Ooh, I like that idea, dude. That is a good idea. Yeah, it like wipes away all that negative shit that happened to them, and like a lot of them would awaken maybe.
and this is all a response to the tier being
Basically,
Yeah,
like
being
sacrifice
fucked
like
of the
dispersed.
tier. Yeah.
Like the tier's gone. It's
The tier would probably
dispersed
be
throughout
gone
the
now.
entire thing now.
So this is the first this is the first primal draconic artifact or wonder that's been destroyed or changed, right? Completely.
Completely.
So that's going to set up some
Yeah,
kind
because
of cascade too.
the heart of chaos is still there. It's just
It's
not,
in Megnatrix. It created a plane of existence.
yeah.
So it changed. And technically, I guess you're right. So this has to do something like that. And I think this giant mode of positive energy could be something like that. So ripping open portal to the Fae again, but it's a positive form of the Fae.
Would do that, or would it just like basically like it would almost like I to me it would turn them back into Lachey, but like not even touched with a Feywild, like, but just touched by positive energy, like they'd be immortal, basically. You know, like
we're talking
how do you
full on lawful good, right?
Like
full
chaos
on
magic, where the chaos isn't there, but the magic still is. So it's not like a divine
absolutely.
thing.
So,
elves.
so how about we call it?
yeah,
How about we call it
magic.
pure magic, like
Pure
the
magic.
very essence of magic.
Dude, I like that. That's badass. I'm trying to like type all this in and think, and so I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
sorry.
my gosh. No, you're good.
Some positive, which causes the positive and negative to almost cancel each other completely, and it just becomes an area of pure magic. Pure magic.
Yeah. Pure magic. Cleanses the Scar Elves and
the Giants
them,
and the Trents. Yeah.
Yeah, everything is like purified in some way. Like there's just positive energy everywhere. Like it's an area of like verdant forest and hyper plant life. It's still not the safest place to be because now you have like megafauna and shit.
You have megafauna. Like, I'd say if you cast magic in the area, it could be unpredictable. I know the chaos is gone, but there's still like the essence of magic. Like there's so much of it, you can't control everything that you're doing.
Exactly.
It would be neat.
Like you could actually like overheal someone and kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say is
like you could overwhelm them with positive energy.
Yeah,
send them directly to heaven.
There's an entire modifier you could have fun with if you control the campaign setting.
Send them directly to heaven, bro.
Hey, everybody!
Like,
one higher level of magic
for sure, right? Yeah, definitely.
Now it does HP damage when you cast it.
Oh, so it returned to the curse of magic from the other world. Remember, the more magic they casted, they burned themselves up faster, but all the effects were increased.
Yes, it's similar to that.
The Giants could become Titans, Viking. Yeah, something kind of like that, maybe. We're not entirely sure.
I guess not. I don't know.
Yeah, like how Titans have natural magical abilities. Yeah, I think they would be positive in nature, though, right? Like if you wrote them up, they'd have neutralized poison and restoration, possibly true resurrection, something like that.
Oh yeah, like what's your spell like ability? True resurrection.
True resurrection. I can only do it once a year, but I can do it. I can bring anything back, anything from any time ever.
Yeah, anytime ever. As long as it didn't die of natural causes of extended life, we're good. It's here.
Every time my dog gets hit by a cart.
So, do these giants that got changed? Do they instantly become like their own race? Are they now split?
They're gonna.
They have to be their own race, middle, right? Like they wouldn't.
They're definitely
want to kill everything anymore. It'd be a sub race. Yeah. Okay. Well, that took care of that.
All right, hold on.
So much shit, dude. That's the thing that takes the longest. It's always the resolution phase.
Oh yeah. So just a short of it, we have the Nil Giants inadvertently awaken Yule, the Treant Avatar. It awakens the other petrified Trents. The positive energy overload from the Trents turned the army of Nil Giants into Life Giants until we name it something different. The life energy of the Giants cleansed the Trents. The positive energy cleanses the Scar Elves and turns them into Lachey. The Giants become a subrace.
And the lakes of acid become actual lakes of like healing potion. Like the water heals you.
But they're still alive.
Like
the same acid livingness. But
yeah,
the lakes of acid. The lakes of acid now.
No, fountain of youth, dude. It creates the lakes become fountains of youth, literally.
Oh, that's going to be such a heavy area to fight over.
Right, dude. So you can go there and you can reduce your age legitimately and live forever.
But also,
so
it's pure magic.
Which is why you're going to run into like these elves and these Trents and these giants are all like, you have to prove that you are worthy to be here.
Like the Scar Elves are now like the true Lachey. Like they're not even Lachey, they're like the true Lachey. Actually immortal.
And the positive energy. So if you had negative energy and you were in this place, the place itself would pretty much attack you.
Oh, you would just die. Like you would be totally fucked.
Either that or like undead wouldn't be able to live here at all.
No way.
Like if you used negative energy spells, it would be like diminished of quality. It wouldn't be as powerful. But the problem is, if you use positive energy, you could accidentally kill someone from like overhealing them. Kind of like what happens on the positive plane. So that's pretty badass.
Now, how does all this positive energy also affect the floating city above it, full of the Garriks that are left in Prox?
And it
Oh my
swirls
God.
around them, imagine, because it was negative
Oh.
before, now positive.
I mean, what
Well,
are we
the,
talking
the,
about?
the procs
more
were
true
neither.
chaos.
The procs are more neutral than anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could
Yeah,
just be
and
more
they-
swirl of chaos on the outside of their.
And they
'Cause-
roam. They like roam the Earth too. That's what we said we were gonna do with them. Make them
Yeah,
like
they-
special monsters. So maybe
Yeah.
the city itself is mostly uninhabited.
Yeah.
But maybe the things that are there change too. I don't know how you would change. I mean,
We may have to revisit that later in microscope.
microscope.
Well, because that's a good question. I don't think that's going to be something easily solved, especially not tonight.
Yeah, I feel like if they did something, they would do something the reverse of what they did before. So instead of
Oh.
like trying to control people, they would probably try to do something else, like help the world, become like a giant telepathic shield or some shield,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh Jesus, that would yeah.
So, what other
Alright.
resolutions do we have before we move on to the other?
Well, we still
army
have the
stuff?
giant battle, or do we want to save
Giant-
that for
Okay,
last?
do we have any
Okay.
other things before the
Let's
giant?
do the lever. Do the lever.
You want to do the lever now? All right,
Let's do the lever now. See what happens.
roll it,
Because
John.
that'll probably. All right. So
What in God's green earth am I rolling again?
first
Oh,
off,
I
it's
have
gonna be
something.
one-
I have something for the kid too. Do you want? Okay, I'll do it after the lever.
Yeah, let's do the lever first. And that is what was it? 1d50
And 1d66.
1d6. Yeah, 1d50, 1d66. So, all right.
30, 32.
32.
Let's see. 1, 2.
And then I'll roll on the catastrophe chart this time.
Yeah. Oh wow. So we got a 30 and a 32. That's nice. That's going to be like in the middle area.
Can you ping it, John, or put a mark there?
I think he's
I will.
45. 45
Oh no!
is a deathless age.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is where it's at. You guys can choose to move it around to a more
Where is it?
Right underneath the blue mountain spot.
Okay, well, since that's right where that storm is, it creates a deathless age for this entire age. So
What
this
is-
battle is about to create a shit ton of undead. Yeah.
So like the storm itself is the belt a deathless age, or what does it do?
No, I'm saying because this storm is affecting the whole world vis-a-vis John, that our deathless age here goes up into the storm. So everywhere in this world where there's fighting at the end of this age during this resolution, all the things that die don't die. They come back as undead.
Which is great for the Neil
The only
Giant.
place that won't is
Yeah.
the area of like the pure positive energy.
Yep. Only this area here.
Yep. Oh my god. I hate
And see,
you
dude, that was
so
completely
much.
random. Even the placement was random. It just happened to be next to the giant storm. So, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, that's what we have to do.
Yeah, it's what's meant to be.
This is
Pull
apparently.
the lever, Kronk. Pull the lever.
Okay, so here was my idea for the kid, the chosen one.
Which
Yeah, during
The-
this battle that's about to happen, the child with the 3 marks on him that correspond to this lightning island, he's going to do something that affects the island. So they're going to realize that this kid in Ractonia has the power for some reason to manipulate this world and the device that's locking this thing inside. So what I'm going to say is whatever we choose for the resolution, it happens because of the kid. So the kid does something to this island, which causes the outcome of this fight to be a positive thing for the world in some way. So he saves the world, basically.
Okay. Oh.
Like I'm thinking maybe he stops the storm by like realigning the dragon's claw so that it stops affecting the world, like right as the battle ends. You know, something.
Yeah,
Whatever we.
But
come
not
up with.
before the deathless age
Well,
causes all sorts of
yeah.
problems too.
real quick on the happy ending part. If it's a device
Not-
that was brought here by the planet, isn't the planet's job to kill everything so they can't get unlocked?
Well, no, you said that the kid was just born with this.
Yeah, he was
gift,
just
right?
born. I figured.
So we don't know what brought the kid. You can say it's the planet.
Well, I figured there's planet symbols on it. I just was going to do arcane magic symbols. I love the runic from the
Yeah,
actual
like,
symbols from the planet.
And since it's like a baby, like he doesn't even realize he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He just does it. but whoever is with him or whoever is going to know, someone has to know that the kid did it in order for this to be a narrative within Microscope.
Yeah.
So this person's going to be like an avatar, or maybe even more important.
Maybe like the kid's eyes glow or something like that when it all
Maybe his
happens.
eyes. I was thinking maybe the mark,
The runes.
the mark grows. Yeah, it glows on him like the
I'll
mark
say-
does.
It's a long age, so by the time the kid
He's
is
an adult,
like maybe not even a full adult, like
a teenager.
a
Ooh,
teenager
I like it, dude.
who's in the army or whatever, that's going off to do all that or whatever, and then
What if it creates? What if it's not just him? What if it's like a bloodline of people born in Ractonia have this power? So almost like Elric of Melbourne had, like in the Melbourne saga, like he's like this sorcerer who doesn't know he's a sorcerer.
Yeah.
So he's able to do this, and now they know this bloodline of people in Ractonia can all do this.
That is,
Like maybe you call them.
that's
I
going to
don't
make
know,
them
like
highly valuable people.
would it be like a bloodline, like a family avatar,
I don't want to call them avatars, but something like that, like
or like a whole sub race?
I might like a
Or
special.
are we
like
going to use them more for resolutions and events?
I think that's where we use a resolution or events, right? Like they could start affecting the world.
It's like
But
Seer
he's the first. So if you were gonna have like almost like an imperial line, maybe like he's the first one that realized he can do this, and the mark on his body corresponds with this dragon. So maybe you call him something like Sean or Shaw, the lightning bringer, or the lightning controller, or the master of the lightning, master of the storm, something
Master
like
of the
that.
Storm. I like Master of the Storm because the storm is bringing other things too, like the undead and all this other stuff.
Yeah, I like Shaw too, like Shaw, master of the
Age of
storm.
the Storm.
Master of the Storm. I like it. Works
This
for me.
is like an Age of the Storm. I know my promo for next week.
Promos. It's all about the promos.
Promos.
All right. So we will go back and figure out exactly what Shaw does, but shit. So
Do we have anything else? Does the Death Star up in space try to fire its weapon that doesn't work?
I'm sure it does. How
So what happens?
they do?
Does it break apart? Does it
they-
just not function?
So do they have the shield up and then they try sucking the shield out
Yeah.
and they direct the
Basically,
power?
yeah,
but
direct
during that
the
process,
power.
It's fucked up.
So what do you want to happen? Do you want it to like overload and blow up the Proteus Reach? Do you want it just to fail?
I kind of like
because if they shot it at it, it's going to just fail because of the sound vacuum, right?
I like to fail.
No, remember we said he has the technology to capture the energy? Maybe the Nil Giants captured the energy.
Oh,
in
and
that
then
stasis.
use it and redirect it.
Yeah,
and release
and redirect it back at Proteus
back.
Reach.
No,
Yes.
no.
What do you
back
like,
at
John? What?
the main
Because
civilization.
think
Oh,
about
right, the
Proteus
main
Reach is gonna-
city.
Yeah, the main city.
Oh,
No,
it's even dirtier.
the shields are down. The shields are down.
All right.
That's the whole thing. Oh, look.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. So let me write some stuff. Like, y'all keep talking about. Okay. So
They captured the
Uh,
energy and fired back at their main city. Their
Yeah.
giant walled, towered city that's been protecting them like Helm's Deep for 500-600 years is about to be their undoing.
captured.
Look, maybe it concentrates like all these pylons. Maybe all the energy from the pylons all concentrates right back on the city and just
Yeah, instead of into a beam up and then back
Blows
down, just straight onto the city like it's a beam.
on the city, dude.
Like you see how it's dark in Three Rivers area? It used to be
Yep.
because pollution, but now it's just because it's fucked. It's Hiroshima.
And it's blasted into nothingness by pure sound.
Yeah, the only animorphs still alive are on the other parts of the island and in Proteus Reach.
Yeah, the ones.
Dude,
that are
how
on
would
the
Proteus
amp.
Reach feel like watching all this happen?
Dude, it's
the
like the
worst part is
reverse.
just fucking
It's
game
like the
over people.
reverse of watching Elderon because it's their home and they blew it up themselves.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
do they
it's like
even know
they hit the
what
button.
happened?
They had no clue that it wasn't their fault that their own place blew up.
They think it's their fault though. Ooh,
yeah,
that's
I
even
think it's.
better,
I like
dude.
that.
They
I
feel
think- I think it's
responsible.
their fault. They feel responsible.
So this is what I think they're going to do, because it's an amp. They're going to do they have the technology to move Proteus Reach, right?
Yeah, it moves. Right? I would assume it moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're going to send Proteus Reach onto the Nil base. They're going to suicide themselves
So
'Cause
they're
they
gonna
think their whole world's
like a
destroyed.
giant meteor.
like a
Almost.
giant meteor.
So we have another meteor falling. Okay.
Like another meteor falling.
Another moon. All right, I'm down. Okay, so now the Corridin are gonna definitely be like, yes, the time has come. The
time has
moon has
come.
returned. Rejoice.
The death cult. This is beautiful.
Except that none of them are going to die. I just
Yeah.
forgot. None of the Animorphs actually die. They all live through this, but now there's just undead all over the fucking
Well, they
place.
may just be like, because their bodies were completely obliterated, they're probably like incorporeal undead.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
and
still
then
undead.
Yeah.
further
Ghosts,
away from the
shades,
blast,
all that stuff.
you have the zombies and revenants, because physical bodies stay, and then even further, you have all the civilians getting killed by revenants that didn't die in the blast.
So that's two things taken care of. The Nil Giants are obliterated in their new city.
Yeah.
Animorphs are obliterated. All comes undead. So what happens between the Horde and the Nil Giants?
Oh man.
I'm gonna say
Well,
that
honestly, once the Nil Giants have killed who they wanted to kill, they're like, why the fuck are we still fighting?
Yeah. that's what I was about to say. At least the main guy, as soon as the Anthropomorph main city gets blown up and they round as many fucking civilians as they can, they just back to their home plane, in my opinion. Like
So the question is does Nilgamesh die, or does he
I think
get
Nilgamesh
out before the
I think Nilgamesh. No, I think he dies because he's in the main city.
I know.
So-
I was thinking he's like the guy on the battlefield wanting to overseer,
Oh yeah. How would he feel like seeing that his people were killed?
or he could have been in the first one, because that actually is more likely, because
feel
he
like
was the one trying to overseer positive energy.
Yeah, but he had to be the one that developed the device too that captured the energy that he got from Renard. I feel like he's at the main city.
yeah,
but
he's probably-
like far away
he's at
from
the
all
main-
the
so-
fighting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yes,
So probably the Nil Giants after they destroy the Anthropomorphs and their place gets destroyed, they're like, why the fuck are we still here?
Yeah, but they wouldn't be able
Like
to
this-
leave now
they
either
would have a way
because
to leave.
the way that they came is destroyed.
yeah, their home base, and
I think they still fight the Horde, but I think the Horde destroys them.
yeah,
But
they're-
In
Yeah, I
destroying
think the
them
Horde's gonna
just
destroy 'em.
creates more undead, like right in the middle of their Horde
Yeah.
lands. Giant undead too. Giant
Oh,
Nil Giant
jeez.
undead.
in that undead.
That can reinforce themselves because their other powers still function. So they still suck positive energy off people. with
Yeah.
Negative energy filled.
So the Hordes destroy the Horde
I
destroys
think-
uh,
I think that
the
the Horde.
remaining Nil Giants.
Yeah, I think
I
maybe
think the
that
great
new-
battle
that
happened.
new
here.
order we made maybe sacrificed themselves to hold them at bay. Remember we made those
Yeah.
Jedkas, those knights.
Hey,
The Jet Knights.
didn't Adelan, or what's her name, die this round?
Well,
Yeah,
just
but she
sucked up in the
died-
sword.
Yeah, but what if?
Well, she's magic jarred. Like that's a
Magic
different
Shard.
kind of death.
Technically,
What
she's still alive.
What if she collected the swords because of the ones that were sacrificing themselves in this battle? That's how she got some of them, and then she just
That was last round though that she made.
that
the
was
sword.
last round. Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was last
Yeah.
or this. So what about a great battle? Can we figure a battle site for this?
See, I
I
don't
wanna-
think they fight here. I think they fight in the Scar, dude, because this is where they'd have the best chance against them. Is in this
Yeah.
natural defensive formation here, which is filled with all kinds of booby traps that Steve made last game.
Oh yeah.
Where is this?
Right here, the Scar, the giant hole in the ground that was created by the quad.
Oh, like draw them into a.
Yeah, into a trap.
Yeah, so there are Nil Giants now, but the Nil Giants are all undead. Like there's no living Nil Giants. Or if there are, there's not many of them.
Just the
As a-
positive
as
energy
a-
ones.
As a race,
Are they immortal or?
No,
No.
Yeah, then they'll be.
No, they
they
actually
needed-
need soul energy to live.
and they need to suck off that immortality from the Animorphs to stay immortal, to stay alive.
Okay, so
Sucking everything off.
Just sucking everything off.
All right,
I-
so add a couple more. The Dampier.
cybernetic zombies.
I was going to say the Dampier. Now I want them to kind of become, since they go into the Shadow Plane over here at the Dark Tooth.
Yeah, I was thinking they totally need to come out.
I think
stronger.
they become like the Shadowcar now. So they get like some more more effective vampires that can live in sunlight.
I had an idea for an avatar for them, or an
I was thinking
avatar
they needed an avatar. If
with
you
a
say Dracula or Alucard, I'm going to beat your
No.
ass.
of the Alucard's like a deep trek.
And I had an idea for
no,
the
I
Reef
was gonna-
Elves too.
I was gonna say the idea of somebody who had to quest into the positive energy zone, which means they had to rely on zero their powers, but by finding that center of energy point while being a dark energy, like in their being, like that is a particular person would have created a. Actually, it turned out very similar to what you guys did with the tree. I was never gonna run and make an avatar.
So
You want
hold
to
on,
make it
so-
now during the resolution?
Yeah, like what are we doing?
Oh no, I just threw the idea out because I had it in my head.
I think the Dampire definitely need an avatar, like, but I don't want them to be involved with the positive energy. I want there to be like an avatar that comes out of them coming out of the shadow energy. Like just basically a leader. Any ideas? Any particular language you want to use?
I mean, I have an idea. You're probably not gonna like it.
I can,
Remember
what you got?
before how we stipulated that was it Malthius? He wasn't
Yeah.
changed physically by the shadow, but he was changed mentally by it. Like it kind of drove him a little mad.
Yeah,
So what if the Dampier that comes out is like Malkov? Like he is crazy, but he's so crazy he's sane.
and he has great sight, like insight.
Or like Malkov, like he has like the power that Malkavians have. Straight up.
Okay,
No,
I'm down
is
with
it
that.
two L? Is it
Okay,
two
that-
Lord of Dark or two World of Darkness?
No, I don't think there's anything wrong with building bloodlines of vampires. To me, that makes it even better because, like, oh, we're fighting some vampires. Well, or Dampiers. Well, what kind of Dampiers are they? Oh, I don't know. Does it matter? Yeah, it matters a lot. Actually,
So,
it matters
yeah,
a whole bunch.
So the Shadow Realm has basically driven some of them mad, and the one that came out of it is the one that's most powerful. He's the one that like survived it, the trials of it or whatever. Maybe he even met Malthius in there, who would be like a shadow serpent almost.
Yeah,
So-
You know what I mean?
he would almost be like the Great Worm now of like World of Darkness.
Yeah, maybe he attached himself to the said Dampier too. Maybe
As
he's
far
like
as
with him.
the Malkov network, since we have so much psychic stuff going on here, I was going to say instead of a psychic network shared in between his own people, what if him and his people had the ability to jump through other groups' psychic networks? Like instead of being on the Malkov network,
Like the Dampier
they
can
can
actually
tap
like
into
piggyback on
other
the psychic
networks.
energy of other creatures.
yeah, like they can like tap into the psychic networks of other creatures and see what they're sending each other,
That's.
or put like a
Can
monkey.
you imagine what's going to happen like the first time
Well-
like Grovexis figures that out? He's like, "What the hell is this?"
Just Grovexis, one of the blue goblins, they automatically know that they exist then, or they know of each other like immediately
Yes.
as soon as they come out of the Shadow Realm.
I was trying
Alright.
to take the Malkov network and turn it on its head. Turn it on its head.
No, I don't think it's a bad idea.
I'm looking up Shadow and Assamese.
All right, so what does the kid messing with the claw actually do to the end of this battle after everything's resolved? How does he save the world by doing whatever he does?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Sorry, I'm feeling
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah,
Alright.
it's hard.
Well, yeah, then I'm also like getting the rest of typed out. All right, so we don't actually have we'll create an actual avatar, in round 5 for the Dampiers.
Yep, and for Shaw,
Okay.
right? So we're adding a couple. I think we should call him. I don't know, like not Malkov, but something similar, dude. Like
I'm looking up Shadow and Assamese so I can find it.
What the hell?
Shadow or Madness.
You know, the Assamites were real people, right?
I did not.
Oh,
know that,
yeah.
actually.
The Indo-Aryan people, ancient civilization.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, I was like, I didn't know that. So we got this kid. Because after this, I think we're pretty much good on.
I got
stuff,
the
because I
Arabic
don't think
word
we're-
for madness.
Go with that because
It's Majnun.
Yeah, hold on.
M-A-G or M-A-J-N-U-U-N.
MAJU.
M-A-J-N-U-U-N. Majnun. Majnun.
Majnun. I like that. Hey, freaking fantasy stuff brings out like all sorts of names and crap like that. You learn all sorts of fun stuff. It could end up being the psychic shield of the planet. Possibly.
And it's
one day.
sorry, by the way, it's not Assamite, it's Assamese.
Assamese.
Assam.
Assam.
Is
Yeah,
the-
I do know the Psalms. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, I have heard of the Psalms. All right. I was just like, no, I didn't. I was like, I did not know anyone was actually called Assamite. So, all right, we got to figure out what to do with
I
this
was
kid.
thinking- I
I
thought
think
they
this
were-
was going.
I thought the Assam were known as
I mean, it could be
Assamites.
something as simple as he just makes the
My bad.
claw like stop creating the storm.
Does he call? Does he cause the claw to open back up?
Yeah, maybe, right?
That's
No?
stopping the storm.
Stopping the storm.
Which brings an end-to-end undeath propagation, which is pretty
Yeah,
big.
so it only
Yeah,
happens at
like-
the end of this round and doesn't continue.
Yeah, thank
Makes
God.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll have a lot more undead, but it's not going to keep happening.
How about this? He focuses the energy of the storm to the spot that's creating the undeath, which is going into the mountain, and that destroys that terror, that effect. But in doing
Okay.
that, it has the effect of animating the dead Chronics and the dead, not Temporus, but the Tempo and those people who crashed into the sea up here next to this reef. They get
Oh
animated.
Jesus, the metal
so
gnomes
that
and everything.
dungeon, yeah, so that dungeon down there full of all those metal creatures is now alive. Like it forces that
they're
energy into the sea,
like
kind of.
living undeath.
But they're still under the water.
They're still under the water inside their Expedition Barrier Peaks spaceship that they made, but they're
Yeah.
down there. And the only people who know about them are the reef elves because they're the ones that are closest to them. Maybe the reef itself has grown into the ship,
Yeah.
so it's like connected, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
And maybe
that
they
reef's
start
huge.
getting maybe they start getting jacked by like undead metal gnomes and shit underneath the water, but they don't know what it is.
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but they get jacked, start like their civilization starts getting attacked and shit. Next round.
So the Shaw causes the storms to destroy the ageless effect,
The deathless effect.
but the deathless effect
but in
by
doing so
causing the claw to open.
reanimates. Reanimates the Chronics and the metal gnomes.
But the Chronics.
Yeah,
metal gnomes.
I can't pronounce these symbols.
Okay, and a side note to all this, Ezris and Crovexis are the reason these symbols appeared on the Ractonians. So they are the ones that started this happening. Because they're still not finished opening the box yet, right?
Yep.
So this is like the next stage of their plan.